everybody. Today we are at the BYD car dealership from Anshan, and I will see if I can test drive one of their electric cars or hybrid cars. So let's see. Come inside. Okay, coming here in the car dealership, we can see it's divided into two parts. On my left side you have the petrol engine cars, and from the other side, on my right side, you have the new energy vehicles. So we can see that BYD is it's marketing the new energy cars. You can also see the green license plates on the energy cars. It's something new in China, and I guess it will give you some advantages when you buy one. As we can see here, BYD is offering a large range of electric or hybrid vehicles, hybrid cars, and I'm interested in that one, the BYD Qin Pro DM. Okay, talking about the design, you can see that it's quite a nice car, and the wheels are 17 inches alloy wheels. So some of you will think it's a bit small, but actually I think they look nice with the design, the whole design of the car. The car has two holes to fill it. On the right side is where you get the electric plug, and on the left side a more classical opening to fill it with petrol. Look under the bonnet or under the hood depending on where you are. So as you can see here, the engine compartment is divided into two parts. Here you have a 1.5 liter turbocharged, and here you have the electric engine. On the inside we have a two-tone mix of black and silver colors. Here we can see the gray seats with the white stitches to remind you of the global outside color of the car. Here's the 6-speed double clutch automatic gearbox, and on the middle of the dashboard the 12 inches rotating touchscreen. Yes, rotating. And the gauge cluster, no details here, it's all LCD. We've got a nice and clean dashboard. It's mainly black, but you have touches of silver. Here they're talking about the PM 2.5, so I guess there is an air filter inside. You have a huge 12 inches touchscreen that can rotate. I will try to show it later. Of course, here you have the 4 modes. So EV for electric, HEV for hybrid, Eco and Sport. So it's quite simple. This car being the top trim, we have an electric sunroof, of course. And down there in this hidden compartment we have 2 cup holders, and there a storage compartment in the center console. Classical 12-volt outlet here, along with 2 USB, one for charging and the other for music, USB music. Here we have obviously the glove box. Opens like this. Nothing special about it, but you have a light. You can see it. From the rear we can see the same theme of black and silver, the same colors. It's quite comfy actually, and you've got quite a lot of headroom. I'm not very tall, but I can tell you there is lots of headroom. And here you have a 220 electric plug, as well as a 5-volt electric plug and some climate vents. I have the keys, so let's have a try. Look at that. You can actually control the car like an RC model from the outside. If you want to park it, just press the right button and the car goes where you want it to go. Now let's press the magic button in the car. And look at that. All the screens come to life. You have the BYD logo here. You just press this button and you can change the orientation of the screen from portrait mode to landscape mode. The gauge cluster. You have the logo from the car and you have a nice display. I guess you can change it. The steering wheel with all the controls. You have a little quirky thing here, so if you want to open the trunk, you have to press a button here. So you press here and it opens. Okay, on the trunk you can see here 5.9S, so they're talking about the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, which could be done in 5.9 seconds. So let's open the trunk, shall we? So you can see we have quite a generous trunk. It's quite big here, quite generous. You can put your groceries here without any risk. Here you have a battery, so I guess it's for the electric engine. And you can also open here. I guess it's a control for the electric engine. Let's have a look at the data. So this car is the top trim car with all the bells and whistles. It's equipped with a 1.5 turbocharged petrol engine delivering around 150 horsepower and 240 Newton meter. It can run 80 kilometers on the electric mode, and the price tag is 176,000 yuan, which represents 25,000 US dollars or 22,000 euro. So that was a static tour of the BYD Qin. Unfortunately, since the car just arrived at the dealership, they didn't have any test drive car for that model. But don't be too disappointed, for they do have the hybrid SUV BYD Tang, and that one I can try. So, as I said today, I will test drive that one. So this one is the BYD Tang, a 2-liter turbocharged SUV priced at 270,000 yuan. The only available car for trying was the BYD Tang. You can see here, it's a nice red color, and it's also a hybrid vehicle. So it's the same design as the one we saw earlier, just red, which I find nice. You can see black and the red two-tone situation here. You have the Tang logo here on the huge, I think they are huge, alloy wheels. And the whole car looks quite nice. We have the same red line going through the rear of the car, and the front of the car is using what they call the dragon design. So this is the so-called dragon design. You have the Tang logo here, the BYD for the brand here, to remind you that it is a BYD, and I think it's quite nice. On the inside we see here we have the two-tone color, and because the car is red you also have some red accents here. The gearbox looks a bit different, but it's the same principle. So you have the drive, neutral and reverse, and here you have the parking brakes, which is also electrical. It's actually very simple. Just press the brakes and you press the start and stop, and magic, okay, the screen goes into place and you can see the gauge cluster coming to life. You have lots of colors, and then you can drive. So you have all the modes. So you have Eco, which is the mode I'm using now, and you can hear the car is quite silent. Then I turn to Sport, and I don't know if you can hear the engines coming to life. And I guess you have different modes like snow mode, and this is for, I don't know, going up. And they also have a desert mode if you want to go in the desert. The car operation is quite smooth. The gauge cluster is pretty clear, and now I'm in sports mode, so I guess you can have some nice accelerations. 0 to 100 was done in less than 5 seconds. Less than 5 seconds, could you believe that? From a SUV that is more than 2 tons, actually 2.8 tons. 15 kilometers per hour around, and let's have an acceleration test. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go! That is crazy! More than 100 is just a few seconds. This car is insane. So this was the test drive of the BYD Tang. It was quite interesting in my opinion. If you're interested, if you want to see more cars, just tell me in the comments. Thank you.